Hello, hello, hello. How are you, students? I hope you're doing great. Well, this is your English lesson for today, and I know you were very excited for us to get to this lesson, and here it is. But we're not in the class, but we're still going to have the lesson. So, get all your stuff prepared. We'll be needing our activity book, and okay, I think for today we'll just be needing our learner's book, okay? Just the learner's book for today. So please get all you need ready so you don't have to keep moving up and down. Put all your things together and focus, okay? All right, let's start the lesson. Our objectives are to listen, to speak, and read, and then we do some critical thinking. What are we going to listen to? We'll listen to the facts about dinosaurs and we'll write about it. What are we going to speak about? We're going to speak about dinosaurs and we'll practice our vocabulary for today. Then we'll speak about the passing of time. Reading. For the reading, we're going to read and decide if the statements are true or false. And of course, we have to identify some information if they are true or not. We have to understand the passing of time. So what's the word dinosaur? Darine, I know you're very excited about this one. Dinosaur means terrible lizard. And it comes from two Greek words. The first one is dino and the second one is saw. If you put the two together, you have dinosaur. Okay? Now, dino means terrible, terrible, and saw means lizard. So, dinosaur means terrible lizard. So when scientists first discovered the fossils, they imagined them to be the remains of a very huge lizard from the past. I know you have a question now. What's the meaning of fossil? Scientists discovered the fossil, and that's what made them to know that dinosaurs may have existed. So I'll tell you the meaning of fossil just in a bit. Our vocabulary for today is fossil and footprints. Fossil and footprints. So what's a fossil? Fossil are the preserved remains or the traces of remains of an ancient animal and plant. Now, I'll explain that to you. How do we know that dinosaurs actually exist? Because right now in the world, it's not certain that we have any living dinosaur. How did we then know that they existed? Yasin will say it's just an imagination. It's not real. Dinosaurs didn't really exist. Well, scientists say they found fossils. Fossils are things that people dig up from the floor, probably from digging up the floor to do some other things. They found the bones. They found the skull buried in the soil. Remember when we talked about the rainforest? We said that cutting down the rainforest can make some animals to die and they will go extinct. Their species will go extinct and people will not have them on earth again. Yeah? So it's possible that one of those activities could have made the dinosaurs to go extinct, or they grew so old and then they all died and they were buried in over time, over a long period of time. They get rotting and then somehow they keep getting buried into the soil. Then when human beings came, they just probably started digging up things, maybe to build their houses, or there would be one, or to make roads, just like in Qatar today, everywhere is being dug up. The floor, the ground, the earth is being dug up because we want to make roads. So imagine that while those workers are digging up, they found something like the skull of a dinosaur in the earth. Yeah, that's a fossil. Okay, remains of something. That's the remains, I don't know what other word to use, the parts, yeah, the parts of that animal or a plant that lived a long time ago. So today we are just digging up to make our roads and we just found it in the earth. That's a fossil. Okay, I believe that you understand now. Now let's talk about footprints. I know you know the meaning of footprints. You go to the bathroom or you step on a wet place and then you go on over to a dry place. You know you're going to be making footprints. Your footprints are going to be on the floor, okay? So a footprint is the mark or the line of marks that a person leaves behind or an animal leaves behind. Now let's look at these dinosaurs. Do you know their names? We have so much of them. Remember also when we did the in social studies we talked about species and I told you the meaning of species. I told you that I particularly used the dinosaur to show you the meaning of species. They're all dinosaurs, but they are different shapes, sizes, and colors. Okay, so they are different species. For example, we have the Tyrannosaurus, that's the T-Rex, the popular one we call the T-Rex. Triceratops, it's called the Triceratops because it has about 3 horns on its head. We have the Ankylosaurus, Spinosaurus, we have the Stegosaurus, Halosaurus, Apatosaurus, and so many other dinosaur species. So these are the kind of different species of dinosaurs that we have. I know you won't forget the Tyrannosaurus, that's the T-Rex, and the Triceratops. Those ones are the popular ones that kids always get to talk about today. All right, let's go ahead. All right. Now, I talked about fossils the other time. Remember, we talked about fossils, and this could be one of the fossils that scientists found in the soil. While digging up, they found stuff like this, and they clean them up and take them to the laboratory where they test to find out if they are real. Okay? So, this is the skull or the head of the dinosaur. That's the teeth of the dinosaur. That's the fin and the ribs. This probably should be from the Spinosaurus or probably the Stegosaurus because they are the ones that have like a hunch in the back. Okay, so here are the fins and ribs. Then this is just the ribs from one of them as well. The tail. Now let's try to listen and write 3 facts about dinosaurs. Now it's time to listen, and after listening, we will write. I'll do the reading. If you have your CDs, you can slot them in and listen because you have to listen like twice. I will only read it up because it's been written here. I'll read it up just once, and then you can listen again the second time, okay? So let's read this together, students. Remember, I can stop in between and ask you to continue. So we're going to read it together. 1, 2, go. Millions of years ago, dinosaurs walked the earth. There were many different kinds of dinosaurs. Some were as tall as a 4-story building. Others were as small as a chicken. Some dinosaurs ate plants. Some dinosaurs ate other dinosaurs. But there were some ways in which all dinosaurs were alike. Now continue from there. Okay, good. Now let's go ahead. No human has ever, continue, we read together. No human has ever seen a living dinosaur. That is because the last dinosaurs died millions of years before humans existed. We know about dinosaurs because we have found fossils of their bones, their nests, and their footprints. Scientists study these fossils to learn about dinosaurs and their lives. Now continue again from the next paragraph. Okay, for example, let's continue again from there. For example, what color were the dinosaurs? Did they have hard, scaly skin like a crocodile? Or did they have feathers like a chicken? Did dinosaurs make any noise? Scientists often disagree about the correct answer to these questions. There is always a lot more to learn about dinosaurs. All right, good reading. Now let's go ahead. All right, if you wish, you can take the video back again and listen again to the voice, to the audio scripts, or you can play your CD. Now, this is the lesson, we're going to ask and answer questions about dinosaurs, just like we said. We'll talk about time and dates, we describe and compare dinosaurs, and we read about and discuss dinosaur discoveries. We've described dinosaurs and we've compared them. We talked about the Triceratops, which has 3 horns. We talked about the Spinosaurus as well, that has and the Stegosaurus. We said they have like spikes at the back or hunch at the back. So we've talked about that. Time and dates, we also talked about that in a bit just from the CD. We said that dinosaurs lived 1,000,000 years ago, or more than 1,000,000 years ago, before human beings, that's you and I, existed. Okay, now let's talk about what we know about dinosaurs and the questions we have about them. The questions about dinosaurs, just as it was asked in the previous slides, was what the dinosaurs actually look like. What are their colors? Do they have scales like the crocodiles? Do they have feathers like the birds? Because from what we read, we saw that it said some were as little as a chicken and some were as big as a 4-story building. Now, do you see the picture there where they're digging off? These men are digging off stuff from the floor and they just saw the fossil of a dinosaur. Yeah, so what are the things we know about dinosaurs? We just know that they said dinosaurs exist, they've seen their footprints, and we've also seen the fossils that scientists have shown to us. And the questions we have are, do we actually really have so much species of dinosaur as we see in the pictures? And then where were the dinosaurs actually living? Okay, it said they live on land. Were they alone? There were no humans with them. Who was there at the time that the dinosaurs were there? Because it says that there were no human beings there. So those are the questions that I have about dinosaurs. What about you? What questions do you have about dinosaurs? Now we listened to track 41 just now, so we're going to write down 3 facts about dinosaurs and share your facts with me. Here is where you're going to write. Okay, write it and send it to me. Write it in your notebook. Don't forget LB page. You must do that. The topic is dinosaurs, and then you write LB page. Okay, and then also don't forget to write today's date. So Look at the audio script again and write some facts about dinosaurs. It says they lived a million years ago. It also tells us that they all had 4 legs and one tail. It says that they lived on land and all of them laid eggs. We could see in the previous slide where we saw the eggs of the dinosaur. Okay, so write that down and share with me, okay? Now let's talk about this. Okay, we've talked about that. The questions we have about dinosaurs. I think this is just, see, that's the Stegosaurus there, and this seems to be like the T-Rex, the Triceratops. Okay, all right, let's go ahead. Listen to the audio again, okay? And let's answer these questions if they are true or false. If you notice in the previous slide, I have put some of those sentences in yellow just for you to be able to, for it to be easy for you to say the answers. Dinosaurs lived millions of years ago. True or false? You have to do that. Also write it in your notebook. All dinosaurs were very huge. Is it all dinosaurs that were very huge? All of them were very huge. True or false? All dinosaurs ate meat. All of them ate meat. True or false? Human beings, that's you and me, we used to hunt for dinosaurs. Did we hunt dinosaurs? True or false? Scientists learn about dinosaurs by studying dinosaur fossils. They study the fossils to learn about them. True or false? Then, number 6, scientists have many questions about dinosaurs. True or false? Now, 4 says, read. Let's read this first. It's asking us which photo shows a body fossil and which one is a trace fossil. Let's read about fossils. Now we know the meaning of fossils. It says fossils were made when, or fossils here are made when a dead dinosaur is buried under the mud or sand. You know, we said so. After a long time, the mud or the sand will now turn to a rock. Okay? So, body fossils are made from the parts of the dinosaur's body, bones or teeth. That body of the dinosaur that is buried in the soil is the body fossil. Okay? The bones, the teeth or the body. But the trace fossils is like the footprints of the dinosaur, the eggs or maybe the nests of the dinosaur. Those are the trace fossils. But the body fossils are the ones that have to do with the body of the dinosaur. Maybe the bones, maybe the teeth, or the body of the dinosaur. Okay? All right. So look at the picture A and B. Which one is a trace fossil and which one is a body fossil? What are you expected to do? Now here, just write which one is a body fossil. Yeah? If A is body fossil, write body fossil on A. If B is the body fossil, write body fossil on B. Okay? And if A is the trace fossil, write trace fossil on A. But if you think B is the trace fossil, write trace fossil on B. I hope you understand that. Okay? A little activity here. You're going to listen to some instructions to measure how long ago dinosaurs lived. So you should also play the audio at least twice. This is another audio. So we will read again together because we've put it here, but we will read together. You can play it on your CD if you wish, so you can listen to it more than once. This now is audio script track 42. Now get up and do the activities. Hold out your left arm, the left arm, hold it out. Your arm will be the timeline, okay? Timeline means that a period of time between one one time to another time. That's timeline. Okay, so your arm will be the timeline. It represents 350 million years on Earth. So that's your left arm you're holding out now represents 350 million years on Earth. Now, put your right finger on your left shoulder. Your right finger on your left shoulder. Remember, you're holding out your left arm. Now put your right finger on your left arm, on your left shoulder rather. That means 350 million years ago. Now, this is when the first animals appeared on the land. Now, slowly move your finger along your left arm. Slowly move the finger along your left arm. Stop at your elbow. You're moving it down now. Stop at the elbow. That's 220 million years ago. Okay? Now, that's when dinosaurs first appeared. Okay? Now, they lived for a very long time. So now move your finger slowly along your arm again. Keep moving it down to your wrist. Move it to your wrist. That's 65 million years ago now. Now, this is when the last dinosaur died. Yeah? Now, move your finger up again to the middle of your fingers. Move your finger up again. Move it to the middle of your finger. Remember, you are using your right finger. Move it down to the middle of your left fingers. That's 1,000 years ago, and that's when the human beings appeared. See, it means dinosaurs lived very, very long time ago. The first 350 million years is on your shoulder. On your elbow is where you have 220 million years ago, and that's when the dinosaurs first appeared. 350 million years ago was when first animals appeared on land. Then when you get to your elbow, that's 220 million years ago. That's when the first dinosaur appeared. Okay? Now, when you move your finger down again to your wrist, that's 65 million years ago, and that's when the last dinosaur died. So it means between 220 million years, where your elbow is, to 65 million years at your wrist. That's the timeline that the dinosaurs lived for, or they lived up to. Okay? When did human beings appear on Earth? When they got to your fingers, to the middle of your fingers, that's when human beings first appeared, and that's 1,000 years ago. So dinosaurs lived long before humans. Okay? All right, so let's find out this. This is exactly what you were asked to do. Okay, your arm is a timeline, and listen and follow the instruction. What happened at each different time, and for how many million years did dinosaurs live on Earth? For how many million years did they live? The first dinosaur appeared at 220 million years. That's by your elbow. And the last one died by 65 million years. So how many years did the dinosaur live for? All you need to do is just 220 minus 65. The answer is how many years the dinosaurs lived on Earth. Okay? All right, so do that, okay? Now, we just completed our learner's book, and I put you through on how to go about it. Please do the answers and take a picture of it and send it to me, okay? I will be expecting it. Everyone must participate. All right, students, thank you so much for your time. If you have any questions, you can always send it to me on K12 and I'll answer them. Thank you so much for your time. Don't forget, take care of yourself, be safe, and eat healthy food. All right, see you in the next lesson. Bye.